morning students, I am Adeline Lebincha, lecturer in Himalaya College of Pharmacy. Today we discuss about sources of impurities. First we see about the definitions of impurities. The impurities is a foreign unwanted matter present in a compound which are differ from the actual molecular formula. Impurities are a foreign unwanted matter present in a compound. Chemically, a compound is impure if it contains undesirable foreign matter. It is virtually impossible to have absolutely pure chemical compounds, and even analytically pure chemical compounds contain many traces of impurities. In each compound contain number of impurities present. Second, we see about the sources of impurities. There are number of sources present. First one is raw material. Second one, method of manufacturing. In this method of manufacturing, reaction use intermediate product, reagent used to eliminate manufacturing hazards, contamination from matter, cross contamination, contamination with microbes, and instability of product, chemical instabilities, physical instabilities, temperature, etc. First error of manufacturing is raw material. Impurities in raw materials may be carried by the manufacturing process to contaminate the final product. Impurities associated with raw materials may carry through the manufacturing process to contaminate the final product. It is essential to identify the sources of raw material. For example, barium and magnesium impurities are found in calcium minerals. Other examples are lead, copper, tin, silver, gold. These are the impurities accumulated in raw materials. Second one is method of manufacture. The process or method of manufacturing may introduce new impurities due to impure reagent, catalyst and solvents, reaction vessels and reaction intermediate. These are the method of manufacture. The first error of manufacture is reagent. For example, calcium carbonate contains soluble alkali as impurity. The calcium chloride reacted with sodium bicarbonate to produce calcium carbonate and removal of 2 NaCl. In this equation, the calcium carbonate contained soluble alkali is an impurity present. The reagents also sometimes reagents are errors in some manufacturing process. Second one, anions like chlorine, sulfate, these are impurities present in manufacturing process. Second one is reagent used to eliminate other impurities. For example, barium is used to remove sulfate from potassium bromide, which can be found itself. Barium as an impurity at the end of the process. This reagent is used to eliminate other impurities. Third manufacturing impurities is solvents. Solvents used to prepare and purification of the product may also be result in the contaminations of the pharmaceutical substance. So, solvent as an impurities in manufacturing process. For example, water, ethanol, methanol. These are the solvents. In various types of impurities accumulated in solvents. Tap impurity, demineralized water, distilled water. Distilled water is the best solvents, but very costly. Water is the cheapest solvent, which can be the major source of impurities as it contains different types of impurities like calcium, magnesium, sodium, chlorine, carbonate. These are the impurities present in the solvent during the manufacturing process. The fourth one in manufacturing error is reaction intermediate. Sometimes an intermediate substance produced during the manufacturing process may contaminate the final product. For example, sodium bromide is prepared by the reaction of sodium hydroxide and bromine in slight S's. In it is contained intermediates are errors or impurities present in the manufacturing process. So, reaction intermediates also errors in manufacturing process. The third sources of impurities is manufacturing hazards. Certain manufacturing hazards which can lead to the product contamination. So, the manufacturing hazards are impurities in the manufacturing process. First manufacturing hazards, contamination from the particulate matter. In this particular matter, the accidental introductions of dirt, glass, porcelain, plastic, metallic, these are the impurities present in the manufacturing hazard for granulating purposes, tableting purposes and filling machines of the product container. If two or more products are manufactured in same time, this type of contamination is possible. This also the contamination from the particular matter, the impurities will occur. The second manufacturing hazard impurities is cross-contamination of the product. In cross-contamination of product can occur by airborne dust arising from the handling of powders, granules and tablets in bulk. So, cross-contaminations also impurities accumulated in the product. The third contamination in the manufacturing hazard is contamination by microbes. Many products like liquid preparation and creams intended for topical applications are liable to contamination by microbes from the atmosphere during manufacturing. Some examples of microbes like bacteria, fungi, algae, these are the impurities contaminate the final product. The fourth impurities accumulated in the manufacturing hazards are errors in the manufacturing process. Sometimes in a liquid preparation, there is incomplete solution of the solute. An error and efficacy of mixing, nest, filling, tableting and sterilization arise, etc. arise impurity in final product. So, errors is manufacturing process also. Impurities is accumulated in the manufacturing product. The fifth one is the error in the packaging. In packaging materials also, errors, impurities are accumulated in the final product. In errors in the packaging, similar looking products such as tablets of the same size, shape and color packed in similar container can result in mislabeling of either or both of the products. Errors in packaging is also a impurities present in the final product. In the for example, the picture will be added in the PPT. The fourth source of impurities is instability of the product. The instability of product first impurities is chemical instability. Impurities can also arise during storage because of the chemical instability of the pharmaceutical substance. Many substances, the chemical decomposition when storage conditions are inadequate. This chemical decomposition is often characterized by light, traces of acid or alkali, traces of metabolic impurities, air oxidation, carbon dioxide and water vapors. Second instability impurities are changes in physical properties. Pharmaceuticals may undergo changes in physical properties during storage. There can be changes in crystal size and shape, sedimentation, agglomeration and caking of the suspended particle. So, physical properties also impurities accumulated in the final product. The third one of the instability impurities are reaction with the containing material. The possibility of the reaction between the containing material and the contents can be possible. Preparation of susceptible to reaction with the metal surface. For example, the salicylic acid ointment must not be packed in metal tubes. Plastic containers and closures have the tendency to give undesirable additives such as plasters, particularly in the presence of non-aqueous solution. So, reaction with the containing material, instability of the product also a impurities accumulated in the final product. The last fourth instability impurities are temperature. The rate of chemical fourth one instability impurities are temperature. The rate of chemical decomposition and physical changes of stored product depends upon the temperature. They may have temperature storage requirements assigned to them in order to protect them against undesirable decomposition. So, impurities are the impurities present in the final product. These are the instability of the products are impurities are accumulated in the final product. Thank you for watching.